The Book of Enoch is one of the most mysterious and forbidden texts in all of human history. It claims to reveal secrets about angels, heaven, and humanity that were never meant to be known. This book described an event that changed the course of existence itself, a rebellion that began in the heavens and ended in blood and ruin on earth. According to this ancient text, there were once 200 angels assigned by God to watch over humanity. They were called the Watchers. Their duty was to observe, guide, and protect without interference. But what began as divine service quickly turned into desire and disobedience. The Watchers looked upon the daughters of men and were captivated by their beauty. Under the leadership of Samyaza, they made a pact among themselves. They swore an oath to descend to earth, take human wives and bear children with them. When they fell from the sky, the world trembled. The union of angels and humans produced beings of unimaginable power, half divine and half mortal. These offspring were known as the Nephilim, the giants of old. They were not just physically enormous, they were filled with hunger and pride. They consumed the animals, then the crops, and finally turned on mankind itself. The earth became a place of chaos and suffering under their rule. Each of the fallen angels shared forbidden knowledge with humanity. Samyaza taught enchantments and magic. Azazel revealed the art of crafting weapons, turning humans into killers. Armoros and Barachiel introduced astrology and the secrets of the stars. Others taught the making of mirrors and cosmetics, inspiring vanity and lust. What began as curiosity became corruption. Humanity learned the secrets of heaven and twisted them for selfish gain. The sudden surge in early human technology, the rise of architecture and celestial understanding, could these have come from these Watchers who shared the knowledge of the divine? Their interference went even further. The Book of Enoch says they began to mix the essence of animals and humans, creating abominations that defied nature. These unnatural beings were hybrids, part human and part beast. Many believe this could be the origin of myths about sirens, mermaids, and other monstrous creatures that have haunted stories for thousands of years. The women who lay with the Watchers were cursed and transformed into sirens, forever bound to water and shadow. And when the Great Flood came, it wiped away almost every living thing. But those that dwelled in the sea could have survived. This is why some believe that the tales of mermaids and mysterious sea beings might not be fantasy. As the corruption of the earth grew unbearable, the archangels looked down in horror. Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel pleaded with God to intervene, saying that creation itself was being destroyed. In response, God commanded the heavens to strike. Raphael was sent to bind Azazel in darkness until the day of judgment. Michael was ordered to punish Samyaza and the Watchers who had betrayed their oath. They were imprisoned beneath the mountains, cut off from heaven forever. To cleanse the world of their offspring, God unleashed the Great Flood. The Nephilim and their abominations were drowned, but their soul, born of both heaven and earth, could not ascend or perish. According to the Book of Enoch, their spirits became trapped between worlds, cursed to wander as demons. This is where the origin of demonic spirits may lie. The restless souls of the Nephilim still haunting the earth. The Book of Enoch was once widely known. Early Christian scholars read and quoted it. Even the New Testament Book of Jude contains a direct reference to it. Yet over time it vanished from the biblical canon. The reason was simple. It was too controversial, too revealing, too dangerous. The Book of Enoch exposed a reality far larger than the simple story of good and evil that religion wanted to maintain. It spoke of beings that came from the sky, of forbidden unions, and of a war between divine beings. For the church, this was a threat. It questioned the simplicity of their narrative. So the book was removed, labeled heresy, and buried. Only the Ethiopian Orthodox Church preserved it, keeping copies of the ancient manuscripts when the rest of the world forgot. When you study the Watchers, you begin to see their story repeated across civilizations. The Greeks spoke of gods who came down from Olympus to lie with mortal women. The Sumerians told tales of sky beings called the Anunnaki, who taught humanity the secrets of the stars. The Egyptians worshipped deities with the heads of animals and the knowledge of heaven. Across every culture, there is a pattern. The same story told with different names. Could the Watchers be the common source behind all of them? Some believe they were not just fallen angels, but beings from beyond the stars. visitors mistaken for gods. Whether myth, metaphor, or forbidden truth, the story of the Watchers is unlike any other. It challenges what we know about creation, heaven, and humanity. It asks if the knowledge we pride ourselves on was ever truly ours. And it reminds us that power, once misused, always comes with a price. The Book of Enoch remains one of the most suppressed and misunderstood texts in existence. It is a story of divine rebellion, of forbidden love, and of a punishment that reshaped the world. The Watchers may be gone, but their legacy lingers in every legend, every myth, and perhaps even in the shadows of our own history. All of this story is written in detail in the Book of Enoch. You can see the link on your screen and buy it from there. This is the same book that the church banned,